welcome to Lilybug's Library. My name's Linda, and today we're going to talk about my November TBR. So let's get right into it. I've decided to do, I call them cartoon covers, but I guess, I don't know what else you'd call them. Whether it's just what they do with rom-coms now or what exactly, but it seems like they all look kind of similar. So we're going to call them cartoon covers. So the first one that I'm going to do is How to Find Love When You're Weird. And I'm just going to give a little synopsis on each one, as short as I can. I mean, you need to know a little something about the book. So this one says, I'm a perfectly functional adult, so why is it so hard to get a date? When my father decided last year that I wouldn't receive my inheritance until I'm in a stable relationship, I let the ever-important deadline slip through the cracks. Why bother dating when I can read, right? Wrong. Now I have less than 2 months to find love if I'm going to inherit my cottage home, and even with a stack of self-help books a mile high, things are not looking good. So that one sounds cute. The next one is called Silver Fox Secret Doctor. And this one says the secret retired royal physician leads a quiet life looking after his baby girl, but there's one thing he can't tolerate anymore, the royals. Dr. Nathan has finally decided to give love a chance. This is after the painful loss of his wife years ago. Charlotte's new identity as his nanny is the needed cover for her assignment. Time is of essence in search of the only man that can cure the prince. So that sounds interesting. It's something a little different, the fact that she's kind of undercover. So the next one is called No Kisses for the Neighbor Next Door. It says, despite the initial spark between us, Cam Wickham remains polite but detached, which suits me fine. I love books and my cozy, quiet librarian life. Shh, please. So what if he has smoldering eyes, shoulders of a Greek hero, and a smile that melts me to mush? Cam's a confirmed city boy bachelor who doesn't even want to be in a small town like Oak River. So that one sounds really cute. So after that, it's Digging Up Love. It says there's a new sheriff in town. He's tall, dark, and handsome, and a total thorn in my side. I can't seem to stop smiling, and I don't smile for just anyone. So the next one is a little different than some of those, but it still kind of falls into that cartoonish category. So this is the first of the Bergman brothers. I've read the second, but never anything besides that, so I'm going back to the beginning. So this one says, meet the Bergmans in this enemies to lovers new adult romance that tackles the vulnerability of love with humor and heart. When Willa asked Ryder to borrow his lecture notes, the silent, surly mountain man ignored her. Forced to work together on their final project, Willa and Ryder begin a game of pranks and practical jokes, each destined to come out the champion. But once they catch unexpected feelings, victory begins to mean something else, winning each other's hearts. So that's kind of neat, and I'm not an enemies to lovers girl, but we'll give it a chance. I read wasn't a Bergman's Brothers, it was something Sisters, but by Chloe Leese, and she did a great job on that one, so we'll give her a chance on this one. So the next one is called Lime to My Coconut, and it says when Carmela C.J. Jones's love life goes from I do to I don't think so, she swaps wedding bells for seashells and heads to Cocoa Reef Resort for some soul searching. But instead of finding inner peace, she finds Keston Kipps, the infuriatingly handsome mixologist who seems to have a PhD in getting under her skin. So that one sounds good. And yeah, it's getting cold, at least here in Canada, so something that takes place on a beach somewhere is not so bad. I got a new tea, and it's called a winter, what is it? Winter edition chocolatey peppermint herbal tea. I'm not sure I like it. We'll see. It doesn't, it's got peppermint, cocoa shells, natural flavor, licorice root, and ground carob pods. If they'd left out the last two, maybe? I don't know. We'll see. I don't know what it is. It just tastes really strong. So we'll see how it goes. Okay, the next one's actually a novella, but it sounded so cute, I thought, okay, well, if it's a little shorter, we'll give it a try. It's called The Vet Upstairs. And it says, in the enchanting city of Istanbul, where ancient history blends seamlessly with modern life, a chance encounter with a furry friend sets a stage for an unforgettable romantic comedy. When Celia, an ambitious young woman on a short-term work assignment, moves into her cozy apartment, she quickly befriends a charming street cat. Little does she know that this feline fluffball is about to become her unlikely matchmaker. So that sounds really cute, and I love that it takes place in Istanbul. That's not a place that I've read a lot of books from. I think maybe one or two. So yeah, that's exciting. So the next one's called A Wish for You. It says, a year ago, when the love of her life dumped her, Allie thought she had hit rock bottom. Yet when she stumbles across an ancient object infused with magical powers, and a stranger with a dark past appears out of nowhere, promising to grant all her wishes, she finds herself hoping again. Suddenly, Allie's life is turned upside down. She has a mystery to solve, a rival to beat, a millenarian curse to break, and well, she wants to have some fun playing with her new gifts, but can she wish her way to happily ever after? So that's more like a romantic fantasy sort of book or a paranormal. So that one's a little different. And uh-oh, somehow my printer is printing blank pages. That's not good. Okay, here we go. So you might remember I was trying to read some of the books from the Coffee Loft series. So I've read, there's quite a few, and they're all kind of separate, and yet they take place in the same town, in the same area. So they're connected, but not really. You can read each one as a standalone. So the next one I'm going to read is called Espresso Your Love. And it says, the handsome canine cop next door, let's just say he's the dark roast to my sweet latte. Bold, strong, and impossible to ignore. My life is all about schedules, spreadsheets, and planning the perfect autumn festival. There's no time for dating, especially not the rugged new guy in our small town. Ryan ends up being my head of security on this important event. I should keep things professional, but the way he looks at me makes me want to toss my plans aside. And this one got 110 people rated it on Goodreads, and it got 4.65. So sounds like it's going to be really good. And then one more from that series. This one is called Pumpkin Spice Spice Baby. It says, I'd rather break my leg again than live with my arch enemy, Montgomery Biddington. But Monty's got something I want, connections. Connections my sister and cousin won't give me, and when he suddenly needs a place to stay, I know exactly how we can help each other. So that one could be good. The next one sounds kind of fun and quirky. It's called Intergalactic Interloper. It says the residents of an East Village block whose lives are thrown into turmoil by an an ET, an alien visitor. Some days I could say that word, but not today, apparently. There is a wannabe rock star, his eccentric, rabbit-loving neighbor, a cursed superintendent, and a ghost-obsessed old woman, along with a remarkable cat. Their intersecting paths are all drawn up towards the otherworldly creature lurking overhead. So I don't think I've ever read an alien book or alien romance sort of book. So anyway, that should be fun. The next one's called A Thankful Heart. It says chocolate is better than men, and so are dogs. At least that's what Dakota Parker tells herself as she mends her broken heart and finds forever homes for rescue animals. So far, so good. She can indulge her love of chocolate where she works, while her foster dogs provide her with the unconditional love she craves. What more does she need? So those all sound really good. There's 12 of them there. Am I going to get through all 12 in November? Who knows? Am I going to get through some of them and some other things that we haven't even mentioned? Probably. But we'll see how it goes. So I'm excited to get started on that. I've still got a couple of books that I'm just kind of wrapping up for the end of October. So I'll be back to do a final wrap up of the month in the next few days. And otherwise, yeah, I've been out to a couple of appointments, so now I'm going to try to get some things done around the house here and figure out what I'm doing after that. So it's chilly out. It's, I don't know, I think it was like -2 or something when I got up, and that's Celsius. So, Alexa, what is -2 Celsius in Fahrenheit?
degrees Celsius. It's 28.4 degrees Fahrenheit.
Okay, so it's 28.4 degrees Fahrenheit apparently. So either way, it's a little chilly today. All right, hope you have a great day, friends. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.